listening to Mixed Results Pot Tots with Nick and Kevin, rolling dice, flipping cards, and diving deep into your favorite stories. Hey!
Welcome back to the Mixed Results Podcast. I'm Kevin with Mixed Gaming 190.
And I'm Nick with unexpectedresultsmtg. And our guest today,
DigitalSamuraiMTG.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up, guys?
what's going on? I'm sure everybody should be familiar with Digi by now. That's what he's commonly called on stream, but he's a variety streamer doing both Magic and TTRPGs. But Digi, what is your real name and where are you from?
So this has been a long-held secret,
Oh,
and not
We can keep
many
it a secret.
people. No. It's all good. We're gonna drop it here. We're gonna drop it live. All right. So this has been a long-held secret for about 4 years now, because that's been the extent of my streaming career.
Wow.
My name is actually Cody.
Cody.
Yes.
Well, nice to
Well,
meet
thank
you,
you
Cody.
for dropping Cody on the Mixed Results podcast.
Yeah.
That's exciting to hear.
I actually go by Digital Dig in real life as well. So
Okay.
I mean, yeah. A
Now-
Would you
few
like-
people have figured it out by now, but I mean, there's not a lot.
Now the question is, are you gonna keep up the secret
Hey,
throughout your streams now, or are you gonna come clean?
I mean, most of the people who watch my streams and stuff are here right now, so they know now. Yeah.
Would you prefer us to still refer to you as Dig or Digi going forward, or is
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
okay?
No.
Yeah, perfect.
They did ask what the C or a K.
See.
See.
I've met one other Cody in my life that spelt it with a K, and he was not a good guy, all right?
Oh,
Shout out to all.
well, what was life growing up? Siblings, what activities did you do as a kid?
So, I'm 42. I come from the age before computers, before the internet, everything like that. So as a kid, it was a lot of outside, getting your knees, getting your pants dirty, biking around the town, jumping on the trampoline, playing with action figures. In fact, that's how I stumbled my way into MTG back then, because you had 8-bit consoles, 16-bit consoles back then and stuff like that. So, it was the typical life that people talk about before PCs. And then I've been around from the rise of PCs to dial-up internet, to high-speed internet, to personal compute, to streamers now. I mean, I've been around for it all, but back then it was a lot of come home before the, street lights turn on, and you came home dirty, you came home all cut up and beat up from whatever random stuff you were doing. We got into a lot of trouble back then. I also grew up on a farm, so I spent a lot of my time helping out in the fields and stuff like that as well. So
That's
This
awesome.
good old classic late or early 80s kid growing up.
yep, exactly.
And where we kind of skipped it, but where were you from? Let's see.
I'm from Bountiful, Utah, about 15 minutes outside of Salt Lake City. So I lived the rural life, but we're just a stone's throw away from big city life. So,
You're born and raised in Bountiful?
well, its sister city, Woods Cross, is where
Yeah.
I was born and spent most of my life. But Bountiful and Woods Cross are kind of the same city. So I have been born and raised in this area my entire life.
Cool.
Very cool. And what kind of farm was it? Was it cattle, agriculture, or just a ranch where you got land and you're living off it?
Yeah, it was mainly just for self sustenance in the house. We had, corn, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, carrots, peas. We had goats, sheep, chickens, rabbits. I mean, we had horses. We didn't have cows, but you know, you think of a farm stuff, and most of it we had.
That's really cool.
But it wasn't like a real big working farm. Like you guys weren't mass producing uh one specific crop or herding a bunch of cattle.
No, it was mainly just for our family.
Very cool.
So yeah.
Was it just you working on the farm, or do you have siblings that helped you out too?
So I do have 3 siblings. We didn't grow up together. I was adopted when I was born. So I spent the first 13 years of life away from them. So those 13 years growing up, I grew up with my grandparents because they're the ones who adopted me.
Oh,
So it was me and my grandpa who spent the majority of the time doing all that.
cool.
Oh, very cool.
It's really cool. Special connections between grandpas. I don't know what it is.
That's for sure.
They're special people, man. They are special people.
Yep.
Well, Dig, what do you do outside of content?
So outside of content, I'm currently not doing a whole lot. I've been in recovery from substance abuse now for about 2 years. So my body's had to recover and heal from all of that.
Mhm.
And we're finding it now that, I'm doing all this stuff to get like social security benefits and stuff like that because I'm not physically able to work anymore. So it's a lot of working on that. And then I have a 19-year-old daughter that I take care of as well. So not a whole lot other than that type of stuff, also spreading, the sobriety message out there as well, because, Magic the Gathering is one of the things that saved my life from that as well. So you got to share it how you can.
Well, congratulations on your journey so far, and I hope you continue strong and keep fighting the good fight, brother. I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yeah, dude, of course.
It's amazing.
What about, since we're kind of on it, what about Magic the Gathering really kind of helped you find like a safe haven? What was it that allowed you to get some relief?
So we got to talk about 2 different time periods here to explain this fully.
Okay.
As a kid, I grew up with autism and ADHD. And at that young age, back in the 80s and the early 90s, it wasn't a very well diagnosed thing. So I knew I was different than all the other kids. I just knew it.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids that I fit in with were the nerds and, the geeks and stuff like that. So I gravitated towards all that type of stuff. And Magic the Gathering helped fill like the collecting aspect of ADHD, the rule sets of the autism brain, and the collecting aspect of both, So that's where I found my safe haven back then. Flash forward to today, because there's a lot of time in between when I started and today. I started back in the mid 90s, back on 4th edition, 3rd edition, somewhere in there.
Oh.
So fast forwarding to today, it's helped me stay sober because it gives me something to focus on and something healthy to spend your money on. I mean, let's be honest, if I'm not spending it somewhere, I'm going to spend it somewhere else. And, that helps solve that aspect of it. But then along with it came the community, the cool people, the creators that I would have never met if it wasn't for MTG, and the people that I know have my back that I've met in this community, that if I needed something, they're a text away, So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And community is a big thing for me for Magic too.
Yeah.
100%. It's the reason why we started the podcast. Is me and Kevin got a friendship out of nowhere. It was him reaching out to me and I reached out back to him, and we got a close bond, and we're like, hey, we want people to get to know these awesome creators that we've got a chance to meet, and we've created a strong bond from it. Maybe this can be that person, somebody out there.
Well, and this, Nick, like I have, it's not mine, but there is this sub community that we've created around me and the other streamers called the Taters. What up, guys? Love you guys.
Tater
And
chips.
And that's what that community is all about, is like supporting one another, having a good time together, having people to talk to that enjoy the same stuff and everything like that. So, I mean, the community has been absolutely amazing.
Sure has. Um, what sparked your passion for gaming and all things nerdy?
So this goes back to not being able to fit in when I was younger. Like, I'm not a car guy. I'm not a numbers guy. I'm an artistic guy. The ADHD plays into it, stuff like that. I didn't fit in anywhere, but the places I did fit in were all the little nerdy pockets, the video game players, the comic book readers, the action figure collectors, the CCG players. That's where I fit in. That's where, people didn't really care too much about who you were as long as they had a good time playing with you. So ever since then, it's just been my safe haven and my home. Like that group of people is just one of the most welcoming people. I mean, we do have people that are obviously not. I mean, let's be real, but for the most part, it's a group of people that welcome you no matter what, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what drew me to them. So
It's they have at times, uh to what people may not realize, they have their triggers, which they might seem like short-tempered and not accepting and like really closed off, but they are one of the most accepting groups because they feel that way themselves, and they don't want people to feel that way. It's like sometimes they can't help it. They're non-neurotypicals for a reason. So
100%, yeah.
it's, the fact that, people who are a little bit more neurotypical need to step back and take a little bit more patient view at it. But
Hmm.
100%, I think it's a lot of our own struggles with being non-neurotypicals allows us to be more accepting of everybody and welcoming them in, and
Oh, for sure.
realizing when people need their space.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yep.
You mentioned that you've been basically around since the dawn of video games.
Yes.
So you have a very experienced background, I'm assuming.
You
So
have
what are your
no idea.
so just give me like your top 3 video games of all time.
I cannot do that.
You cannot do that.
Okay.
But what
Can
I
you?
can't what I can do for you
Uh-huh.
is to give you my favorite 3 video game series that like have meant something to me at points in my life.
Okay.
So like when I was younger playing on, the old 16 bits and 32-bit consoles, it was all about Mortal Kombat. Like I grew up with that game. I still
Mhm.
play that game. I still have a blast with it. It's still fun jumping on and kicking your friend's butt no matter what day it is, or having your butt kicked and just having a good violent time.
Mhm.
So as a kid, that's what me and like my best friend who lived over the fence from me bonded over, was playing Mortal Kombat. Moving into like my 20s, the Assassin's Creed franchise is where I spent a lot of my 20s at, playing those games, exploring every bit of it. I like the conspiracy part of it. I like the action. I like, the hiding in shadows for stealth and everything like that. I don't want to say anything that'll get you triggered on live, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then moving on from there to like nowadays, it's the Soulsborne games like Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne. Like they're some of the nastiest games you can play, and they're some of the hardest games you can play. But there is nothing like that dopamine rush of beating a boss that you've spent, 20 times trying to get, and he's gotten you every single time. There's nothing like that rush. And those are the games I gravitate towards more now that I'm a little bit older and have patience.
I don't know how people do Elden Ring and Dark Souls games.
It,
They
it, it you got to be a masochist for sure. You have to be.
My best friend in high school played all of those, and I would hang out with him every single day. and he would just be like, "Here, give it a try every day." And I'm like, "No, I'm cool with sitting here watching you die over and over and over again. I don't need to be doing that."
Yeah. I had a friend growing up that did the same thing. He would watch me just sit there and die over and over in a certain section or on a certain boss. And he's just like, I don't know why you do that. 5 years later, he's texting me, dude, these games are amazing. And I'm just like, dude, I tried to tell you.
That's awesome. Are there any specific memories that you have of the video games, or is it those what you just talked about?
It's mostly those that I talked about. Like, the most vivid one that pops to mind was beating Bloodborne for the very first time. And this was before the DLC and everything, so it was the old hunter that you fought, and just the satisfaction and the dopamine rush and like the enjoyment I had from sticking that game out from the beginning to the end through everything I went through like in that game. And it was at a particular time in my life that I kind of needed that escape as well. So I have a very like soft spot in my heart for not only that game, but playing that game and beating it. So
I have a so with you said you had an ADHD. How can you? I struggle with getting through an entire game because eventually I just get kind of bored, I guess, tired of it.
yep.
And so I honestly, thinking back, I don't know if I've ever finished a video game. How did you push through it, or did you take breaks during it? How did you push through it? Especially those games where it took you forever to beat one
Yeah,
boss.
so you hyper to do it, you know, with ADHD, like that hyper focus is everything. And for some reason with those games on, I'm very and get through them every single time. I don't know if it's the challenge or what in it, but I mean, it it has to do something with that because I'm the same way. You give me a game and I can get bored with it. It has to do something with that because I'm the same way. You give me a game and I can get bored with
Because I'm the guy who will go sit there and hammer on a rock for 10 minutes.
I've been playing 7 Days to Die recently, so I totally get you. I get you.
I'm back on my arc grind right now. I'm playing with dinosaurs.
That's one game I need to get into. I've always wanted to because I love dinosaurs, but I've never actually been able to fully get into it. So
I got
that's
into it
on my
when it
list.
started, but it was too laggy.
Yeah,
It was so
like,
hard to play that it was rough to play.
get ready to make sure your computer is able to go through a marathon.
Okay.
Because for some reason,
Good to know.
that just like, yeah, it's trying to get textures and things to load in right is a bit rough.
Right.
But it's still a really great game.
Yep.
Moving on from video games, we mentioned earlier, one of the things you're known for is your weekly stream of your Pathfinder campaign every Saturday. So for those of you guys who aren't aware, catch Digi V, who is the DM for the campaign, right?
Yes, sir.
And you guys do it what time Saturdays?
Saturdays at 7:30 Mountain Time.
So make sure that they all stream it on their own respective TikTok channels.
It's cool.
And it's a really awesome campaign. I mean, it's just great dudes playing Pathfinder together. But how long have you been playing TTRPGs?
Oh man. About 10 years, I think, maybe a little bit longer. I've always wanted to play D&D ever since I was a kid. You know, I had a real passion for nerd stuff, and that's just one of the things I didn't know anybody who actually played. But me and V, who met while working together, we bonded over all the nerdy stuff. You know, Magic the Gathering. He was a Magic the Gathering player. So we bonded over that, found out he ran Pathfinder, and I was like, dude, I want to play. I need to learn how to play. So he took me under his wing and taught me, and I've been playing with him ever since. And we've literally put together so many campaigns over the past 10 years. But this one that we're currently playing and streaming is the first one that, you know, a full party has actually stuck out and been with. Like, we just passed 1 year playing the same campaign every
Nice.
weekend. Yeah.
Nice.
And we are literally, out of the 6 books in the story set, we are literally on the last book right now. So this will be the very first campaign I've ever finished in those 10 years as well. So I'm excited for it. All the dudes we play with are excited for it. They look forward to it every weekend. So do we. Like, when we're playing, you can kind of tell our passion, our love for it. So
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
V, thanks, man. Here's to many more, man.
Hell yeah. V's a great DM too. If you guys don't follow, I mean, his name's hard for me to say and spell, but he's in the chat right now. He also does Magic the Gathering content and TTRPGs. Do you prefer Pathfinder or D&D?
So my knowledge of D&D is D&D 3.5 and a little bit of 5e.
Okay.
So I don't have a whole lot to compare against, but from what I have played, I like the open structure of Pathfinder a lot more. You have a lot more like openness to build characters. You have a lot more openness to what you're doing while playing, while like Pathfinder 2e and you know D&D kind of box you into your AP scale and stuff like that, and everything is based on action points. You know, on Pathfinder, you have, you know, your swift, free, standard move actions, and it makes it a little more freeing to do what you want in the campaign rather than to be holden to a point system.
I don't know much about Pathfinder. I'm more into the D&D side, but that's what I was introduced to. So it's good to hear the differences between it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's kind of where I'm at too. Like, I was introduced with Pathfinder 1e and was kind of thrown into D&D and had to learn it a little bit with some of my other friends from work back when I was working with them, and learned that rule set to an extent until that group fell apart too. And just went back to Pathfinder because it's what I understand better. It's, you know, where I feel at home. But I also felt more free in the character creation and like the encounter aspect than I do in D&D. But I have no problem with either. Like, I would play either any day of the week. You call me up, I'm there, you know?
I love it.
Yeah, I've talked to you before about it, obviously, but for the chat, I've only played D&D as well, same as Mix, but I started on 3.5, and when I got introduced to D&D 3.5, I was told this is basically Pathfinder. And I did not like D&D 3.5. I did not like the point system. I didn't like the fact that I had to put skills into jump, so I could jump really far, but I could be very slow. Or,
Yeah.
you know, just these weird things where it's just like in D&D 5e, it was just like you just have an athletics check or an acrobatics check. Like, it's a little bit more basic, but then I talk to more people who actually play Pathfinder. They're like, that's no, that's not Pathfinder at all.
Yeah. Well,
So
because
I'm
because
excited to learn it.
yeah, because of the breakup between the people who did D&D and the people who made Pathfinder, because they were originally all on the D&D 3.5 team and then branched off onto Pathfinder. They fixed a lot of those things that were pointless in 3.5, like a jump skill. Like, I mean, come on, really?
What do you mean I have to have a skill to know how to use rope?
Well, you said out of the 10 years, well, you said you've been playing for 10 years. Out of that 10 years, how long have you been a DM and how long are you a player?
I've been a player all those years.
Okay.
I have yet to DM. I've always told the group God forbid you ever put me as a DM, because I will try and take out everything in front of me. I would not be nice, but there's some stuff brewing in the background where that might be happening sooner than later.
Nice. That'll
Not
be
even
exciting.
like a little one shot where you don't feel bad if you
Yeah.
just completely TPK.
So that's what I'm currently looking at.
Okay.
Is I need to get with V to like learn the intricacies of DMing, GMing, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But what I want to do ultimately is create a one shot for content creators here on TikTok and
That'll be
invite
fun.
some of the people who want to play, who are creators, to play. Like, I know Nick's shown interest. I've seen interest from Card Collector Family and a few others. So, I mean, it's something that I think would be a good community activity for the people who are in the space. So,
We know a lot of people who would be interested into it. Well, that would be awesome.
oh yeah, and Rule Daddy's one of them. I forgot him.
So you
Yeah,
need to get ready to do it.
exactly. When you were a player, though, what was your favorite class, and why?
So I don't have a favorite class. My favorite
Okay.
class is what I'm playing at the time because I go all in. Like, I'm all about the backstory. I'm all about the atmosphere. I'm all about like playing my character to the way my character is meant to be played. So like, eh, each campaign, my favorite class will change. Currently in this campaign, I'm playing a goblin alchemist, and he's just he is literal chaos in a 3-foot ball. Like,
Yes.
I try and throw off the campaign at every chance I get. I constantly am trying to make jokes to get people to crack up laughing. I'm purposely doing the opposite of what people want me to do just to infuse that chaos because I'm a chaotic little goblin who took way too many mutagens and his brain's gone. Like, he's mentally unstable. Let's be real. He's not right. So that this character I've had an absolute blast with, and he's probably the one I've had the most fun with so far. But I've put more work into him than any other character that I've ever created. So
Just because it's lasts longer.
that's true too. Because my original character was killed off. Thank you, V. He was taken out of the game, so this was the backup character. And to be honest, it's a completely different feel from the original character, and so much more fun. So
That's
much more fun.
Good.
So it was a good thing. So thank you, V.
Nick, do you want to talk about what your favorite character was that you played with?
Oh, it's still to this day. I'm not. I'm gonna rerun this character because it's my favorite. But it's a ranger druid. Well, he doesn't know he's a druid.
Oh.
But so he's a mercenary for hire, hunter by trade, raised by his father, and he's always had a wolf companion his entire life. So this wolf has grown up with him. So he's thought. Long story short, they find a druid tribe. They look at his hunting dagger that his father gave him, and it's a shape-shifting dagger from this druidic clan. And his mom is a druid who happens to be his wolf companion that he's had along with him his entire life. So
Really cool.
but when he goes into towns, he's a slobbering drunk. He can't handle city life. He needs to be out in the woods for clarity. So when he goes into town, he tries to drink himself into feeling good because he doesn't feel right. And then minute he steps out of town, he kind of gets his senses and wits about him again.
I love
That's
it.
pretty cool.
It sounds good.
Yeah, he was really good when we were going from town to town. When we were in town, he was not very good. Why would you recommend a person to play TTRPGs that hasn't?
It's a good escape, man. Like really. If you want to play a physical version of an RPG video game, this is your thing. Like you get to create your character, you get to decide how it looks, you get to decide how it feels. You get to play make believe with your best friends. Who doesn't like playing make believe? I mean, come on, we all did it.
Yep.
We all just forgot at some point, Um, and just the feeling of sitting around with some of like your good friends and just having a time, man. Like that's what we do. Like our campaign we do take seriously, obviously, but we mainly do it to sit around and hang out with our friends. And it builds a, I hate to keep going back to community, but it's a community
Mhm.
all unto its own.
Mhm.
Like, and it's a great community, an open community, an accepting community. Like, there's too much positive that I probably will get lost in the weeds if I keep going. But even the regular Joe who plays football, I would tell to play D&D at least once in his life because I've never met anybody who hasn't played it who hasn't liked it.
Yep.
I agree. I think it's I've told this story on a previous podcast, but in middle school I used to like lie to my basketball friends so I could go hang out with my Lord of the Rings friends and paint miniatures and pretend like we were reenacting scenes from Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. And I would sneak off to his house on the weekends and play the Lord of the Rings video games. But, it's all in us. That little 7-year-old boy who grew up loving and pretending, still in there.
Mhm.
Still in
Yep.
there. You get to create a movie and be a
Yeah.
part of it, and like you're the character playing and you get emotionally invested when good things happen, when bad things happen.
One of my
Hmm.
favorite parts was building my character, but not knowing everything though. I left it for the DM to decide, and then playing the game and hearing about what happened and what the backstory actually is. That was incredible and so fun to it delved me deeper into the campaign.
Yeah, like the campaign we're on now, it literally starts out you wake up with no memories at all.
Mhm.
Like, and you play most of the campaign not knowing anything but waking up where you did and then starting on the campaign. Eventually we got our memories back, but yeah, the majority of the campaign was literally like you woke up, go.
Go. Ah, that's so fun.
told you told you I need to get in one of those one day.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. Um, Getting back into a little bit of Magic.
Mhm.
When did you start playing? You said it was when you were a kid.
Yeah, so we're talking around third, fourth edition, so early to mid 90s is when I started playing. And then I played up until like the early 2000s, 2010-ish.
Hmm.
Um, and then I was in a horrible, horrible car accident. And my entire collection was in my trunk. And the tow yard stole it all out of my trunk. And that's kind of when I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to collect again. That was my entire life right there. And so I quit for a good 10 years, and I literally only just got back into Magic the Gathering again about 6 months ago.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
And yeah, I'm so glad I did. But yeah, I've been playing for forever. I've been playing since Standard was the only version.
I was gonna say, did you play like any actual legit formats, or was it all kitchen table slop like I played when I first got into it?
So when we were younger, because of, the autism and the ADHD, we had the rule sets and we stuck to the standard rule set hard, like
Okay.
very hard. So me and my buddies would sit down at the table and, we'd get four friends together and we'd do knockouts. Like one person would sit down, the other people would, take turns,
Hmm.
and the person that win would just keep sitting at the table and playing with the others. And so we would just rotate through like that. And yeah, it was fun. I mean, I don't play standard anymore, but back then not having any other rule sets, it was It was a blast. I mean, I've never played competitively, have no interest in it because I like just hanging out with my friends, having a good time, making jokes. So, yeah.
So would you say that you are strictly a commander player now and don't really have an interest in exploring the other formats again?
Here's another spoiler for your stream. I,
Oh,
I I am working on a tiny leaders deck right now.
okay.
Hmm.
I have yet to play it. I saw some videos about it, and it's actually interested me because of, the rule set, and I am a fan of Commander. Like, it's what pulled me
Mhm.
back in. I wouldn't be back into Magic the Gathering if it wasn't for Commander, but yeah, Tiny Leaders has captured my interest, so we're working. We're working.
That's awesome.
What about Commander brought you back to Magic?
It was just a new playstyle. Like, everything else sub Commander, like, well, obviously you have everything else now, but when I got back in, everything I knew was standard, and all the 60 card formats. That's what I knew.
Mm.
I didn't know about all these other, and I can't remember them off the top of my head right now, but
The variants.
that's yeah, that's when I started learning about all the other variant play styles. But there was something about Commander having, a singleton format with one card that's always, your command. Like, I see it as a movie in my head. You have your commander standing on the battlefield, and he's reading through his, magic book to find all his spells and get his mana out, and slinging monsters on the. It just captured like the cinematics in my head, and I was like, and that's what I'm seeing in my head every time I'm playing Commander.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm seeing. So, like, that's what captured my interest, and it's gotten me ever since. Like, me and V literally started uh 6 months ago playing 1v1 Commander through Tabletop Simulator on the Purple streaming brand.
Mhm.
And we fell in love with it. We would do it every weekend. I created a Python app that literally randomized all precons that have ever been made,
Oh,
and we
Wow.
would literally roll the randomizer button and play a blind commander deck
that's
precon
fun.
every weekend. Yeah, it was a blast, absolute blast. And then, like, I made my move from the Purple brand to now TikTok,
Mm.
and I've exploded here. Like, my follower count went through the roof. Nothing I ever saw on the other brand. So we moved that streaming to here, and then started meeting, all you wonderful people that played as well. So now we do live plays on TikTok with Commander because we just fell in love with it. Like, yeah, I don't have anything negative to say about it, really.
It's basically Pathfinder and D&D on paper
Yeah, for
or
sure.
in card format.
Hmm. I would definitely agree with that.
And thank you again for giving up your usual streaming night with the boys
Yes.
of your Commander games to do this podcast with us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, dude, I've been looking forward to it all week. So
Hey.
no sweat off my back. You guys are awesome. I
For
appreciate you having me here.
for those of you guys don't know, Digi V and a bunch of the Taters usually go live and play Commander for a few hours every Thursday night, starting around like 6:30 Mountain Time, right? 6
7:30 usually.
7:30. Okay,
Mhm.
so a little bit later, but yeah, they're usually streaming games, and again, it's just awesome banner and cool to just hang out and watch people play Magic. So
Mm.
go check them out on those nights if you're not hanging out with us.
And if we don't have enough people in, like if we only have 3 people, we have an open seat, we will pull in followers or just people that stop by the chat. Like,
Awesome.
our tables are always open as long as there's an empty seat.
They've given me 15 minutes before to set up. So
Yes, sir.
if you're not ready right there at that moment and you're still interested, just say something. If they have the time, they will show patience and wait for you.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Do you have a favorite commander?
Right now it's hard to say because My Dina deck is my baby right now. I love my Dina. It's an upgraded precon, but it's a very upgraded precon. I've dumped almost $100 into it right now, and we're not done yet. So, um, but right now it's my favorite. But I just got from Goblins Matter MTG. If you're watching, dude, thank you again. Surprised me out of nowhere with Doom Prevails precon.
Oh
And
no.
Wow.
I'm a huge Marvel nerd. I'm a huge Doctor Doom fan. So like, I've only piloted this deck once, but I want to make this deck really nasty because I like it. I really like it.
Who is Doctor Doom your favorite Marvel character?
Dude, another impossible question to answer.
Oh no, that was the easy one. Come on.
It is not like, if we're talking anti-hero, it's Deadpool. If we're talking hero, it's Spider-Man. If we're talking villains, it's Doom, Venom, and Carnage have a three-way fight. I I come from old school comics where, like, nowadays you have all these variants and everything like that, but I
Yeah.
grew up reading Venom, Spider-Man, Carnage.
The basics.
Yeah, the real basic stuff from back then. So those are always going to be like my favorite and have a soft spot for me. But like with this Marvel set, you just see all this stuff that you've read and you love, and it's hard to honestly choose a favorite at the end of the day. It really is.
I have something that I'm going to have to show you sometime, Digi, that I think you will really appreciate. I have my childhood collection of me and my brother's Marvel comic cards from the 90s.
Oh, I
That
remember those.
yes,
Oh
I
my god.
still kept them. Still kept them to this
That's
day.
incredible. That is incredible, dude. Yeah, you'll have to send me a picture of those.
Back in the day,
Back in
Yeah,
the day.
for
I
sure.
was a youngster.
Every Friday, my dad, it was tradition. My dad would get home from work. We'd walk up to Little Caesars. We'd put our order into Little Caesars, walk next door to the card shop, and we'd look through, buy whatever. My oldest brother, would always save up his money and buy like an action figure. We always had GI Joe, Spawn, or Star Wars. Those or Alien. Those were his collections. RIP to his collection. Lost it in a storage unit.
Oh,
Um,
man.
yeah, never got it back. Original collection. Everything was sealed in box too. But then me and my brother would go through like the bulk bins or like buy the Marvel packs, and then we had this huge dresser in our dining room that was just full of these cards.
Love it.
Crazy.
And we didn't get them out of there until my mom finally took that whole dresser out, and I was like, Mom, I need to take those cards out of there and save them.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can meet any celebrity and play Magic with them, who would it be?
Post Malone. You know, he lives here in Utah. He's a Commander player. Like, I've wanted to play a game with him ever since I found out he played.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay on his music and everything, but the dude is so cool. Like, one of the most real, down to earth dudes you'll ever meet. He would be an awesome dude to hang out with and sling some cards with, like, for sure.
It's a typical answer, but it's a respectful answer.
Yeah.
People may not be aware, but all the music in your streams is made by you. What type of music do you produce, and how long have you been making music?
So I originally started creating music back when I first started streaming. So we're talking 4 or 5 years now. The DMCA rules on the purple brand are just absolute hogwash. So I got sick of it and just started producing my own EDM stuff back then. Various genres. You pick a genre, I probably created an EDM track out of that genre. And it wasn't until recently that that's switched. Um, I got really into metalcore over the last little while. So everything I write and produce now is a metalcore with a trap background to it. It's
Okay.
a very interesting mix of music, but Nick's heard some of it. It goes so well together
Mhm.
that, like, I love my own music. It's what I listen to when I drive is my own stuff. So that's how much I love that genre mix that I've been working in. So
So are you sampling and mixing music? Is that what you're doing?
so I create everything through electronic instruments.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you're
And then
using like uh was it GarageBand was the like OG one, or Fruity
yeah.
Loop the day?
hmm Yeah, Fruity Loops, and I think that I don't know if this is gonna get you uh, flagged or not, but it's called Acid Studio is another one that I really use.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I I'm familiar. My best friend in high school used to want to be a rapper, and
hmm
so he would come over to my house, and I would have the microphone, well, the studio, which
yeah.
was my computer and a microphone in my garage bedroom,
Nick's a
and we
pretty good
produced.
singer. We did karaoke. You should have heard him sing.
Oh no, no,
Oof.
no! That's why I was helping produce the music and facilitate it, and not in it.
There you go.
Digi, what's some advice you'd give to somebody who wants to make their own music?
Just start. Like, the only thing that's stopping you is yourself, literally. It wasn't until like I started running my own music in the background of my lives that I found out people actually like what I do.
Hmm.
I had no idea. Like, I literally created it for me and for me to listen to while I'm playing or hanging out with people or opening packs or whatever we're doing that night, you know. I literally created it for me to listen to, not other people. But slowly more and more people would come into my streams and be like, who is this? Like, what is this music? I've never heard it before. Where'd it come? And I have to tell them, it's me, dude. It's all me. And if anybody's interested, like, there's a link tree in my bio that has a link to my SoundCloud that has the first like two albums in it that you can listen to. I'm not done with the third yet, but that's coming.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Are the are these the you said the first two? Are these the first two metalcore, or are
Yes.
those more EDM, like you were saying?
No, all my EDM stuff is behind lock and key.
Never see the light of day again.
Yeah, so it's all my metalcore stuff now. I do dabble in a little bit of metalcore pop folk, which is an interesting one too,
Mm,
and
Interesting.
it sounds really really good together.
okay.
But it's a very interesting mix. I'll DM you some of or one of the videos when we're done here, and you can check it out and see what it's like. But it's a very interesting sound, but very very cool.
Well, it's something I can get down with.
Hmm.
I it's one of the things we've been talking on most recent episodes is I've been getting more into folk music because I really don't like country music, but
Mhm.
I'm digging folk music. So we dabble every once in a while in country, but we don't like it too much for me.
Yeah. Are there any words like is anybody singing or is it just just the sound in music?
No, everything from my last two like album releases and everything coming up is fully lyric and everything like that. Lyrics written by me and
Oh,
everything like
cool.
that. So
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. You got to check it out.
I will. I
It's
will.
really- And for those of you guys who didn't know, I think that's a really cool surprise. I think a lot of people who are hanging out in your streams do know by now. But yeah, you guys should go into streams and check it out if you haven't yet.
Yep.
Who are your favorite bands and musicians? And let me guess, that's impossible to answer.
it is because my taste of music runs from genre to genre, it changes weekly, like my ADHD. Like it right now, I can give you what I'm listening to right now, and it's mostly hip hop stuff, and it's underground hip hop stuff. We're talking Ren from the UK.
Oh,
Love Ren.
Ren
Absolutely
is
love that
great.
dude. He hits my heart in a way that like no other artist has done, like ever. Love that dude. Echo, Fix, Phix, Problematic, Chris Webby, um, yeah, stuff like that. I mean, I could literally go through my entire Spotify over here, and we would be here for like 5 hours. So I'm not going to do that to you guys.
So
What
the
is
music that you're kind of into making now is more of the metalcore with the trap background, but if you were listening to not your music, you're listening to more underground hip hop.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and I know that sounds kind of weird, but like metalcore is because everything I write lyrically is about me and my life and the things I've gone through, going through, am trying to do at the current moment in time I'm writing it. And I found that metalcore is the best way to express a lot of the rage and the angst that comes along with the lyrics that I have. So,
Very
like
cool.
it? If you okay, instead of choosing one, do you recommend a band or a song somebody should go listen to? Obviously, that's
uh,
yours, but
right now, it was a big viral song on TikTok, so most of people have heard of Vormentis. But step back from the viral video that you saw and listen to their other stuff on Spotify. They are incredible. They are so good. So good. I can't sing their praises enough. Like they're what got me into making the metalcore genre is Formentus.
I'll go check them out.
And for the only other artist that he mentioned that I knew is Ren, and a lot of people have heard High Ren, but if you haven't watched High Ren, that was my introduction to Ren, and that is just the video and the lyrics is like Digi was saying, it just hits you so hard. It's
Yeah.
very, very well done.
Love it. We're gonna get into some of the soft and squishy questions now. One,
Mhm.
what's a moment where community support genuinely surprised you?
Every time I go live, it surprises me. And I'm not trying to do a cop out answer here. Like I'm being 100% genuine to the point I'm almost about to cry here. But uh, going live and seeing the support that the community has given me since I came to this platform has been incredible. Like I can't thank them enough. Meeting the people I've met through it, like, has just, if it wasn't for that support, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys, you know? Like, I can't give you an answer to that because it's literally every time I go live, it surprises me that people stop by to this day. So,
Well, I can tell you, buddy, I'm not surprised because without a beat, every time I join, you hit me with "What's up, Nick?" And how's it
yeah,
going, Nick? It's you don't miss somebody hopping in or anything. You're always in there participating with, everybody who's in the chat as much as you can. You're
yeah,
playing a game or you're in a D&D session and you're still engaging with your audience. And, I think it's because, they have become your friends and you want to talk to your friends, and uh you're 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 a genuine person, and it comes out through your streams and the way you communicate to people. So I'm not surprised, buddy. But
yeah. Like when I started on this journey through TikTok, I had a friend tell me like, because from coming from the Purple brand, you want to be that hyperactive person, you want to be that loud person to get the followers, the clicks, the view, and that's just not me.
yeah,
Like I'm laid back, I'm chill, I love my audience, stuff like that. So when I first started on here, someone told me, dude, for once, just be yourself. Like people are gonna love you for you. Just be yourself, dude. And that's what I've done. Like I've been 100% genuine in myself ever since I started, and I got proven freaking wrong that people do want to hang out and chill with me. So like it's incredible. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
It's a scary moment when you want to do that and you want to be yourself, but don't feel like it's a safe space. But then meeting that community where you can be yourself and they're there no matter what.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Love
And
it.
that's why I sing the praises of the MTG community here. Like I've never been in a more accepting place in my life where people are just like, I like you. We're going to hang out here and we're going to be friends now, all right? You don't have a choice. We're friends, all right? So and I love it. Like I love that stuff. I would try and befriend everybody who stops by, like personally. Like Nick knows that. Like
Mhm.
he said, everybody that I know personally, unless they ask me not to use their name, I'm greeting them by name because I like that person. Like they came and chose to give their time to me. So
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right about the whole not being yourself to be successful in a
mhm.
way on the other apps. Like, I mean, I had stopped posting on other apps for a while just because my content wasn't getting looked at. I was getting some negative stuff on there. It just didn't feel like it was worth the time. Whereas here on TikTok, I was getting like genuine people who were like interested in me, interested in the stuff I was doing, wanting to play games, wanting to just hang out, talk, play video games or whatever. It's been way more enjoyable. And, originally, yeah, you come on here to try to get followers and, build up a community or whatever. And instead, I joined a community, I felt like. And
Yeah,
it's been
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trade that instead of being
Hmm.
that hyper person who is trying to blow his vocal cords out every stream just to get another person to drop another five gifted. That's
Oh
not
yeah.
who I am, and I'm not going to pretend to be that person.
Yeah. And it's true. Like you said, it feels like you became a part of a community instead of, trying to start a community really. Like
Yep.
and you can't trade anything for that welcomeness. Like I've only believe it or not, I've only been around 3 months in this space. 3 months. That's as long as I've been here. We're about to hit 800 sometime within the next week. And for me that's just incredible because like that's just off of who I am and the openness and these people going, come on into this community. You're part of us now.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's nothing like it. There really isn't.
Love it.
And what is some of the best advice you have ever gotten?
So literally, like I told you, like the best advice I've gotten on here was just be yourself. Do what you want to do. Do what you enjoy. The people will find you. Like that's what it comes down to. And then like it's not really advice, but it's a quote. At one point in my life, someone told me, it is what it is. And that's just kind of something I've lived on my entire life is the situations are what they are. You can't change them. You can't do anything about them. You can only control and do your reaction to the situation. So whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's in between, it's on you to decide how you react to it and how you deal with it. So those are the two best pieces of advice and or quotes that I live by.
That is something I struggle with greatly. Last night I was racking my head about something in particular going on in my life that at that moment, laying in my bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, stressing out about it, freaking out, there was nothing I could actively do to change it. And I needed to
Yep.
sit there and accept that. I needed to tell
Hmm.
myself that, hey, you're recognizing that there's a problem, but you freaking out over the problem right now and not being able to go to sleep over it is not helping that problem right now. There's nothing you can do about it. Just it is what it is. Wake up tomorrow and deal with it tomorrow. Can't do anything right now.
Exactly. Hmm. And it's hard for those of us with like ADHD or autism to do that
Yeah.
because we want the immediate fix. We want it now. We
Hmm.
don't care how it happens. It just needs to be fixed, or I'm going to go nuts. But finding a way to step out of that, it really frees you. But it's not easy. Like, it's not easy whatsoever. I still struggle with it. So,
Yeah, I get it with work. Work's affects me a lot.
yeah.
Where I want to fix something super fast. Like, I want to fix it now. I have the problem right now. I want to fix it. I have to wait to escalate it to get it fixed, and it's just, yeah, understand that feeling.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta go through all the corporate channels and all the right
Hmm.
people.
Exactly.
Gotta love that.
We next question. We talked about before. It may be a little struggle, but what or who has been the biggest inspiration in your life?
So, without getting into my history, that's kind of hard because I've never known like inspirations growing up. Like, I was taught to work hard, keep your nose down. You know, that's what you do. You don't ask questions, you don't look to other people, you do your own thing. So, I don't really have like inspirations or people I look up to. Other than the community at large here. Like I look at like the stuff Rule Daddy does or the stuff you guys do, this podcast, like that type of stuff inspires me, you know, to do different content, step out of my comfort zones, or just try something new on my channel, you know, because I stick to a lot of the same stuff. Like my channel was originally started on infinite combos, moved into memes. We're doing pack openings now, but it's just been recently that I decided to step out of my comfort zone and do live games, and it's been nothing but a plus. Like it's been great. So like if I didn't have the inspiration of other people doing that, I wouldn't have done it myself personally.
Rule Daddy had the same thing too. We talked.
Hmm.
I think he came to con, and he doesn't do many lives. And we talked. We talked to him. I think other people talked to him too about going lives. It's if he needs help, we'll be there. If you want to show more face, go live. And now I see him live almost every week.
Yeah.
Well, it's part
And
of the
he's
community.
and he's in yeah, and he's in the pod with us almost every weekend as
Mm,
well. So,
it's that community.
hmm,
It's
for
hard.
sure.
Well, guys, we have one more question before we open it up to the chat. But we kind of want to hear what are your plans and goals for the growth of your channel and your content?
So right now we're focusing on hitting that 1K. Congrats, Kevin.
Thank you.
You deserve it, buddy.
Thank you.
That's a big milestone. That's where I'm
Yeah.
heading next. Like that's where I'm going. After that we'll see. But for right now, it's doing what I'm doing. We're talking about, like I said earlier, doing that content creator campaign with Pathfinder D&D. I want to open up more pods to people who don't know Commander or don't know Commander very well and teach them rules, talk them through it. Um, I would like to eventually one day, and RD, if you're in chat, I was going to send you a message about this, but you're hearing about it here. I want to set up like a stream with RD and talk about rules because a lot of people have a lot of misunderstanding, me included, have misunderstandings with the rules. And that dude is an encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to the
Right.
rule set. And his knowledge needs to be out there, like
Yeah.
literally just out there, because dude is amazing. But like, I want to do more collaborative content like that with people because I love love these guys. Like, I love you guys. So, I mean, whatever I can do to make more content with the people I like, that's my future goal, and my future growth, I think, is what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
It's so fun teaming up with people and collabing with people. It's it's so fun.
It was awesome to go out, obviously spend the weekend with Kevin. Got to sleep in the same hotel room as him for 3 nights. But meeting up with the other people, and that was one thing that we didn't like do a whole lot of at the con, that we kind of wish we did, but we kind of glad we didn't, because we just got to experience hanging out with each other more instead of putting the content first. But leaving the con, we both said we wanted to start doing more collaborative stuff. And I'm doing the commander project right now, the creator project, and that's been a blast to do. And just seeing people to go out to the different LGSs, show off their LGS, and see where their brain goes with the direction of the deck and what cards they're adding has been really, really cool to do. So I'm always up for a collaboration, and you guys heard it from Digi. Digi wants to do it more too. So
oh, definitely.
Oh, did you know that I know you live in Utah, dude? Let's do a bunch of collabs in person.
Yeah. Let's get on it, man.
Yes.
Way to make me jealous.
We can have you like an iPad, just in your little head floating.
You have to get me one of those segways and just put me on the segways like they do with the VTubers when they go to like the award shows or whatever.
Exactly.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Well, chat, that is it for all of our questions. Does anybody have questions for Digi? We have our while we're waiting for questions, we have our usuals.
Oh yes. Go ahead.
What do you think about pineapple on pizza?
Not a fan, but I'll eat it.
You choose not to. Okay, I'd say he's your side.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd say he's your side because you choose not to. Why?
It's the whole sweet and savory thing. It just don't go together.
It does not belong on pizza, or just in general?
Oh, he don't like the sweet and savory.
Yeah, for some reason, sweet and savory together is. I can't do it for the most part. I just can't.
Okay.
See, I'm an anti-cooked fruit guy. I hate cooked fruit.
Very much anti.
Something about it. I don't like it. We have the other one, which is very off the wall. Lasagna. Hot
is a food.
Or cold.
Sure is.
Both.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Now we're on family.
Dude, everybody knows I'm a fat dude. I like me some food. I don't care if it's cold or it's hot. It's lasagna, dude. Put it on my plate. I'm there. All right.
So this story stems from one of our first podcasts with Not So Treasonous Ogre, when we were talking about pineapple on pizza. He brought up the fact that pizza's better cold. Like, leftover pizza's the best. And I said, wait, well, no. Like, I'm not saying that I won't eat cold pizza, because I definitely do a lot. And there's something, like, there is something to cold pizza, but it's never better than fresh pizza. And he argued that. And then he said, also, casseroles are better cold, because everything kind of like the flavors marry better, and you can get like everything more in one bite. And then I asked him about lasagna, and he's like, oh no, I'm gonna only eat that warm. I was like, that's a pizza casserole, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's not that I prefer my lasagna cold, but I like when you have cold lasagna that you can just get every layer in one bite, and instead of it trying to cut it, it just pushes out.
Yep, falls apart as you're trying to eat it. No fun.
Mom is a medium asked, what is your favorite MTG pre-game ritual? I never actually thought that's a good question.
So that's another hard one to answer because I have a lot of anxiety before I go live. Even though I've been doing this for 4 years, I get anxiety every single time. Every time. Never fails. So I don't know if it's my favorite, but really the only pregame rituals I have is zoning out and focusing on my audio mix. It kind of puts me in a zen state because I'm an audiophile. Like, I love everything sounding crisp and clean and perfect. So it's kind of like a little ritual that calms my brain before I go live. And I'll make sure that I'm doing that until I hit the live button. So that way my brain doesn't have time to go back into the, oh crap, we got to go live now, type of mindset. So a lot of it just has to do with calming that mind, sometimes taking a few deep breaths. But most of the time, my only pregame ritual is focusing on audio or something that calms my brain down so I'm not having anxiety.
I like that.
Do you have any pregame rituals, Kevin? Or
I never actually thought about it. Like, are we talking about just Magic in general or going lives?
well, see, I struggle to go live. I just have to like beat myself over the head to just do it.
Yeah.
And suck it up and do it. But for Magic, I have something when I go to like the LGS for a pre-release or like a draft or like an event of some kind. I have something I have to do every time, but for like regular games, no.
Yeah, I don't think I have any pregame rituals. Not that I can think of.
I have to go get food right before I go to my LGS and take it to my LGS. And I have to be there at least 45 minutes before the event, eat my food, and then I need to walk around and talk to the employees and walk outside of the shop several times and get my headspace because I'm about to be around a bunch of random people I haven't talked to and I have to talk to. So I have to go there. I have to eat food, get in the zone, talk to the employees, walk it off, and then everybody starts coming in, and then I can start talking to
them. Sam, he didn't ask a question, but they said no questions. Just this guy is amazing and helped all of us tater with personal stuff.
I beg to differ. Sam came back and said, "Oh wait, I do have a question. Why do you buy all the taters?"
Who doesn't like a good potato? I mean, come on.
But you're just biting just one bite of the potato and putting it down?
Yeah, I want my friends to still be around. I mean, they can handle a little nibble here and there, but
just a little nibble.
A little nibble. Miss Spooky Pants does not like that you do not like pizza. When did you realize that you don't have a soul? I think people told him when he was a ginger.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's been around since that was invented.
Yep.
In the late 80s, early 90s when they started saying that about ginger kids.
Fluffy, chili fresh made or days later?
Are we talking like the Hispanic chilies that they sell in parking lots or actual like chilies?
I think he's talking about like chili, like beans and meat chili.
Okay, if he's talking about that kind of chili, fresh made all day long. I love me a good fresh made chili, as long as it's nice and hot and spicy. Like, love it.
Now, do you guys have what's called a chili boat or a Frito boat at like ballparks where you're from?
I have Frito bowls or a chili.
Where it has Fritos with chili and like nacho cheese on top.
I've never had nacho cheese on it though.
Oh,
I just had chili and Fritos.
That was like the go-to snack at my baseball games for my dad growing up,
Frito
and still to this day, we'll like eventually we'll have like a random like son and father dinner night, and we'll just make good old Frito boats.
It's easy.
Fritos,
Nice.
It's simple.
chili, and nacho cheese, and pickled jalapenos.
Heck yeah.
Sam, why can't you have it? I have a question for you. Can you talk about that collection behind you of everything?
Which okay, so
What's going on?
right here is all my Magic stuff. You can't really see it all except for the big box. Right here we have over 200 PlayStation games on the wall.
Wow.
We got my PlayStation 5, my Xbox One, we got stuffed animals, we got a Boba Fett, we got a giant Pikachu wearing a Pikachu hat, wearing a D&D sweater.
Oh,
Um,
That's awesome.
if I move back, Funko Pops in the background. I got some Harry Potter Legos right there. I got a replica hoverboard from Back to the Future.
really?
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
It's a little stand replica of the hoverboard. It's so awesome.
That's so cool.
Big collector.
Yeah. And then, my Fallout stuff. I'm a huge Fallout nerd. My playmats Fallout. I have a Pip-Boy right here. We have Magic stuff under there. We have a dice tower chilling. We got decks upon decks upon decks. Yeah. This is my streaming little cave, and what better way to make it more nerdy than put all the nerd stuff there?
Hopefully I don't get in trouble, but I went to Costco last week and they're selling Nuka-Cola or the Fallout drinks in a case. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Veraxidus for Christmas actually bought me a case
Really?
of the Nuka-Cola stuff. Yeah, I have an empty bottle of Quantum Sunset Sarsaparilla and Nuka Grape sitting on my PC case. That's right there.
Cool.
So you're a PlayStation guy through and through? Mainly because of Assassin's Creed, probably?
Yes.
And Mortal Kombat, right? Mortal Kombat on PS?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, yeah. I think, yeah, if I remember right, it was only PlayStation and PC. Well, PC now, but yeah, I was mostly a PlayStation guy growing up until I started building PCs. And then I built my streaming PC here, and now it's all PC games. I just like my collection, and I can't part with it. So
yeah,
I need a new PC and might need to talk to you.
Anytime.
My PC has been outdated for quite some time. I've only updated the graphics card, so it's time to
definitely need an update.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It's funny that you said one of your favorite games growing up was Mortal Kombat, because that was like my first video game memory ever, was waking up to a Sega Genesis in my fireplace, and we had Mortal Kombat and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and X-Men. And
nice.
I mean, X-Men was fun, but just my brother brutally demolishing me game after game in Mortal Kombat with the same just low jab and just it made me so mad. So
mad. Miss Spooky Pants. Been meaning to ask, how long have you been playing MTG and how long did it take you to learn?
So again, back into the late 90s, since 3rd or 4th edition. It took me about a week to learn it back then, because standard rules and rules back then didn't have as many like evergreen words and the convokes and the storms, and there weren't as many keywords back then, so it was a lot easier to learn back then. Commander took me about a month to learn inside and out. And there's still stuff I don't know. Like, I can't tell you what Storm does. Have no clue. No clue. But I have a pretty good grasp on Commander, enough to help teach new people, but it did take me a couple weeks to really learn the ins and outs of Commander. It was the deck building process that really bogged me down when learning Commander.
I mean, it's still something everybody works on to this day.
Yep.
Because you have to change with the meta you're playing too.
Mhm.
I'm a firm believer in the fact that there is never a finished deck ever. Never.
Well, there's always new cards that could do really well in that deck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What bracket do you usually play?
So because I don't like competitive stuff, like, and that's kind of weird saying when I built my channel on infinite combos and stuff like that. That's what I originally started doing when I came to TikTok. But I stick in the 2 to 3 bracket area
My
because I
guy.
want it to be accessible to anybody to jump in and play, but not too overpowered that I'm making their life, a living heck to play against,
Like
Yeah.
playing against Appa, not
Yeah.
fighting anything on the
Whoa.
ground.
Well,
Whoa.
and I personally don't mind those coming to the table,
Mhm.
as Nick knows. He's played live games with us, and we say bring whatever you want.
Yeah.
You bring whatever you want
Yeah.
to the table. We'll play against it. We don't care. But I stick in the 2 to 3 because I just like having fun. I just like playing cards, dude. Like,
Yeah. That's what I do too. I like playing those levels, but I also like seeing the stronger decks too. The other, like Nick's
oh,
played
they
it
get
before. I
crazy.
love seeing it.
Mhm.
I just don't prefer
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You don't like seeing Appa bounce around and you not being able to remove him.
No, I tried to board wipe him twice or 3 times, and he flickered everything. It was rough.
That sounds kind of familiar there, buddy.
Good deck though.
Appa jumps away. My favorite, one of my favorite videos you've ever made to this day, Kevin, is the one of the two guys
Oh yeah,
pillow fighting and he can't hit his friend and it's Appa over it.
Yep.
That was so good.
Yep.
It was so
Oh,
good.
I saw that one. I loved it.
Ugh.
Loved it.
Oh,
Well, is there any more questions from the chat? Do you have any questions that you want to talk about or say anything? Did you?
Not really. Just, if you guys are ever free on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, stop by my lives. You're going to have a good time no matter what. And thank you to you guys for giving me some time tonight. Like, I seriously appreciate it.
Thank you for giving us your time. I
yeah,
really
for real.
appreciate it.
Like I said, you normally stream on this time, and when me and Kevin always talk about guests, I was like, I can ask Digi, but I know he's got, a stream going on Thursdays. If he's willing to sacrifice it, then like we've got it. But we can always do it a different day too. And then you're like, oh no, dude, I would love to do it. I'll take a break from playing Commander to do it. So thank you again for being so excited and being so open with us. I've hopped into your stream several times, but being able to talk to you for the past couple hours here has been awesome to kind of get to know you more about your background and where you've come from and the things that you've overcome to be where you're at right now. It's really, really awesome, man.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it, man. I really do.
Yeah. It's like so much fun. We'd love Dig.
Yeah. Your community is awesome too. They showed me a lot of love the other day when I went live. They all kind of came in and showed love. So shout out to your community as well. We are all the community, but you've got some really cool people hanging out there. So
yeah, Taters represent like
Taters
they always do.
Taters. I love it. Where did the Taters come from? The name.
So that's pretty funny. Sam, who's in chat right now, originally started this group message that we're all in now. And he said, here's the chat, name it whatever you want. The literal next message was, what's up, tater chips? So I was like, that works, the tater chips. And since then, it's something that we take pride in. Like, I rock it in all my lives. It's my TikTok icon. Like, I use it in my videos throughout the day. Like, I represent them hard because I love the guys. I really do.
And Kevin, I know you've been a part of a few group chats with me on TikTok and come back and been like, holy notifications. You've never seen notifications like this, brother. You've never seen
Really?
notifications like
Dude, you have no
I will
idea.
miss an hour of the chat, and I've missed what I felt like is 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. It goes fast and furious. There are times I'll just set my phone down for a couple hours. I pick it up 99 plus next to the group chat, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, how am I going to keep up with you guys?
Love it. That's that community. It really shows the love.
Yeah.
My bad, Sam. My bad, Sam. One rule about the Tater Chip group chat: you don't talk about Tater group chat. I love it. Oh. Well, Dig, thank you again for joining us. We'll let you kind of go and have the rest of your night. Maybe you can get a couple games in with the fellas, and we'll hop in and say hi. But thank you guys again. We'll be back to our regular schedule every Thursday, 7 p.m. MST. We had Kevin go on vacation, and we just didn't want to rush it coming back into the week, so we decided to take another week off. But we'll be back. We don't have anything unplanned coming up that should put us off, so we'll see you guys next Thursday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.